tingles with Ouidad. Hello, my tinglings. Today I have my mother here, and she is going to show us how she does her curly hair. So I'm excited to show this to you. She goes to a salon down in New York City called Ouidad, which is specific for curly hair. But we'll talk about that a little bit more. So I'll pass it over to us together. Okay, so now we're going to show you how it's all done. So I'll pass it over to my mom to show us what we're doing.
Okay, this morning I went down to the beautiful Adelaide Aquatic Center and swam. So my hair was shampooed there after I got done swimming. Came back to my daughter's house and we're ready to do my hair. So the first thing, I ran out of the conditioner that you put in and you wash out, but I have a big bottle of leave-in conditioner. So I've been using that. So I'm just going to...
If you want to show.
Oh.
So here's the conditioner. This is the Curl Quencher. At Ouidad they have a variety of different varieties for different hair types. So my hair type is kind of one down. You can see my mom has quite kinky hair, and I have a little bit looser curls. So mine would actually be the one down from this one. It's the pink one.
And it's actually not exactly this. I'm just using the bottle.
But there are different ones.
Yes.
So this is the conditioner.
So since this is a leave-in conditioner, I'm just going to take...
Yeah.
I'm not as good, smooth as my daughter at this. Anyway, so we're going to just put a little bit of this on and then just work it through my hair. And when I do this, after I get out of the shower, I'll just, I don't dry it really hard with the towel because I'm cheap. And I don't like to use as much product if I get my hair really dry. So, and I have enough curl that I don't need that much product, just enough to kind of control the frizz, the comb. And then I will comb through it just to help make sure that all of the conditioner is all the way through. See my cool pick that was in my wonderful welcome basket when I got here. Much nicer than the one I had packed.
And you can also see that my mom is in this stage of life that I am very jealous of, where you have the sprinkles of gray coming through, because I feel like it's a way to get, you know, kind of the effect of dyeing your hair or having highlights without having to dye your hair.
Yeah. My girls like my gray better than I like my gray. Okay, and then we're going to put climate control. It's a heat and gel, what is it?
Heat and humidity gel?
Yeah, thank you. One thing about Ouidad, you tell them about the haircut.
It's a slice and carve. We were looking this up. My mom earlier today said that it was a
Slice and dice.
So I had to look it up. But it's a slice and
carve. But it's a special way that they cut your hair, and it really makes a big difference.
Because a lot of times if you have really curly hair, especially as kind of tight curls as my mom has, then you can get a bit too much and it can be really bushy. And so they do something where they kind of go in between, but they do it. It's specific for curly hair.
Yeah.
So
in fact, when I went down to Ouidad, when you go down to Ouidad in New York City, I've never seen so many curly-haired people together in one place. Okay, so we're going to take this little, whatever it is.
Climate control?
Thank you. And just a little bit, and work it in. And you don't need a lot on your scalp. I mean, just put a little bit here, because but it works, and it'll work down. And then you want to work your ends. I try to work the ends in. Nope, I'll take a little more of that and put it on the ends. And it's always tricky when I wasn't quite sure how much I needed to bring over here, because 2 weeks is probably more than I've been gone from home before. So I didn't want to run out, but I also didn't want to bring a lot of extra. And my time is going so quick that I've got plenty, and I guess I should stay longer. So, okay.
Pick?
Yep, the pick. And then I just comb through it. And then this will be the last time that I comb through it with the pick. Because with curly hair, after it dries, you don't want people playing with your hair. Because if they play with your hair, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially mine. Okay, I need to flip my head up over with that. Okay. So I'm going to flip it over. Oh, nope, sorry. I need to pick one more time. I forgot. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm just going to put a part in it because I like to part my hair on the side. And so I like to do this so I can get it combed in. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over. And if you go to Ouidad, they'll do this thing, where they take each little piece and then they, they'll shake in the curls. Yeah. You know what? I don't have time for that.
I think you also have really curly hair.
What? Oh, yeah. So, and I have to correct the one video, the comment that Jenny made is that, whoops.
That's all right.
That
if you just go, so if you just started like back from the, well, I'll just,
okay.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You needed to correct.
I needed to correct. She had a little detail kind of mixed up. Is that as I had especially with miscarriages, which I still think is really interesting, but miscarriages and pregnancies, believe it or not, I lost curl each time. So like when I was a little kid, I had like this real kinky, really tight kinky hair. And when I was in high school and I was on the drill team, one Christmas we were doing a drill, a march, and everybody needed to have afros in their hair. So all my friends were having to put these permanent rods, I don't know, anyway, you wind your hair and they had to sleep on them. I basically just got up in the morning and my hair, and I had tighter kinks than any of them had. So anyway, so here we've, fluffed out. I went over, fluffed them out, and then we come up, and I guess if I were really cool, I'd let this hair hang down my face all day, but I hate it hanging in my face. It just about drives me crazy. Oh, time out, one more thing. If you go to Ouidad and get your hair done, they'll actually put these clips in your hair and then they make you sit under this thing and dry. Well, I don't have time for that either. So I just do my hair and I go out, and if it's wet, it dries, and then when I get home, it's drier. Anyway, I'm not too particular about people seeing me with wet hair. So then I'm just going to take a little of this section and pull it up just a little bit. And then this part here, see how it's kind of, the curls are not really beautifully, I mean, these aren't too bad on this side. So these just need a little moisture. So we can see if I can do this out of this bottle and not get everything all wet. So and I usually do this at the sink, and I'll just turn on the tap. But if we see if I just wetten those up, and we can talk these curls into coming back a little bit more. And just scrunch them in there. And then, yeah, the spray. This, well, this Botanical Boost, that's what it originally was. And Ouidad, when you go there, they'll tell you if you need to freshen up, or like they would tell me to just spray this Botanical Boost on my curls to help scrunch them up. And I mean, it works really well, but it's kind of it's more expensive than water, so I just use the water. But I had this little spray bottle, and I like this. It's called Styling Mist. Okay, hold your breath. So I just put a couple of, I just spritz this a little bit, and it just helps. Because where I live in New York, it's really humid. And especially in the summer, which is what I just left, the humidity is really hard on. I mean, it makes the little ends just up and not look very cool. But if I kind of seal it off with this, then it'll dry and have some pretty good curls. So there you have it. The lazy woman's way to do a Ouidad hairstyle.